Scions of the Night, hear my words. The prophesied time is at last upon us. Soon we will claim dominion over the sun itself, and forge a new realm of eternal darkness. Now that I have reclaimed one of my Elder Scrolls, we must find a moth priest to read it. I have spread false rumors about the discovery of an Elder Scroll in Skyrim to lure a moth priest here. Now it is time to see if those efforts have borne fruit. Go forth and search the land for rumors of a moth priest within our borders. Look to the cities. Speak to innkeepers, carriage drivers, anyone who would meet a traveler. Go now, and carry out this task. This is my command.
It will be done, my lord. Most interesting.
What are you waiting for? Get out there and find a moth priest.
Is there... Can I do anything for you?
I don't recall addressing you, Worm.
No, I thought perhaps...
In the unlikely event that I ever require you for some reason, I shall find you. Until then, I see no reason for us to proceed. Life here has many advantages. Don't you agree?
If you need anything, say the word. I can steal for you.
Never should have come here.
I was sure I heard something.
Need a ride? It's one of them Imperial scholars, right? Old man with a grey robe. Might be that I have, but I can't say for sure. I got enough troubles on my mind just trying to scrape by out here. Can't help you, friend. I might remember better if my pockets weren't so light. Oh, yes. I remember your moth priest now. He wanted me to take him out to Dragonbridge, but I told him it ain't one of my stops.
Order of the Jarl. Stop right there. Smart man. Now, come along with us. We'll take any stolen goods, and you'll be free to go. After you pay the fine, of course. You hear the news? The Emperor has been murdered. Right here in Skyrim. By the gods, if the Dark Brotherhood can do that, nobody's safe. By the gods, the Emperor's been murdered. On his own ship, moored in the inlet. It was the Dark Brotherhood. There was nothing we could do. Someday soon, you will all see battle.
The guards have been saying things about you. That you're the one that... Well... They say that the Dark Brotherhood... Well... Never mind. Sir.
Something different about you, I can tell. Hope you ain't here to cause trouble.
I'm hoping to... Fida's teaching me the Innkeeper's trade.
Seen some mean-spirited folk pass through lately. Honest pay for honest work.
A moth priest? I'm sorry, but I don't know anything about that. Try asking one of the guards.
Both the Imperials and Stormcloaks have sent riders this way. They stayed at the inn but didn't pay. They said soldiers don't need to pay because they're risking their lives to protect us.
Imagine blowing up an entire town. Psst. Hey. So that was a moth priest then. He rode through town not long ago with an escort of soldiers. They didn't stop, just headed south, across the Dragon Bridge.
All right then.
Those vampires put up a hell of a fight. You think they turned him?
I don't know. Maybe. Won't know until we get him out of here.
How do you do that?
I'm working on it. Now give me some silence so I can think.
Divines. It's as if my eyes have been opened. I am blinded by the light of your majesty. What would you have of me, master? Certainly. Where can I find this castle? I will set out at once, then.
Can't hide from me.
Life here has many advantages. Don't you agree?
Well done. Somehow I knew it would be you and Serana who found our moth priest. Yes, I see that. I trust his capture was not too difficult a task.
I didn't even think you knew what a book was, my brutish friend.
You do well to watch that tongue, elf.
And you do well to be more careful of whom you engage.
I wish I could have been there to hear the sounds of their screams. Well, your thrall awaits, and we have given him the Elder Scroll. Command him to read it.
Politics
and let
bore
us
me
hear the
terribly,
words of prophecy.
but they're a fact of life here.
Master, I have done as you asked and traveled here. Of course. What is it that you need me to do? Ah, yes, the Elder Scroll. I admit I am looking forward to this. Of course, Master. Now, if everyone will please be quiet, I must concentrate. I see a vision before me. An image of a great bow. I know this weapon. It is Oriel's bow. Now a voice whispers, saying, "Among the night's children, a dread lord will rise. In an age of strife, when dragons return to the realm of men, darkness will mingle with light, and the night and the day will be as one." The voice fades and the words begin to shimmer and distort. But wait, there is more here. The secret of the bow's power is written elsewhere. I think there is more to the prophecy, recorded in other scrolls. Yes, I see them now. One contains the ancient secrets of the dragons, and the other speaks of the potency of ancient blood. My vision darkens, and I see no more. To know the complete prophecy, we must have the other two scrolls.
Life here has many advantages. Don't you agree?
That was not as useful as I would have liked. My traitor wife stole one of them away and then disappeared.
If you need anything, say the word. I can still forge a decent blade.
I am but your humble servant, my lord.
I am above the petty squabbles here. I have lived for far too long to be bothered with them.
Do you need anything?
Do you have a moment to talk?
Can I assist you?
That moth priest, Dexian. He said we needed 2 other Elder Scrolls. I think I know where we can start looking.
Yes.
Didn't want that lot getting wind of it. Especially my father. You know, I've asked myself the same thing. I hoped that if he saw me, he might feel something again. But I guess I don't really factor in at this point. I don't even think he sees me as his daughter anymore. I'm just a means to an end. We need to find my mother, Valerica. She'll definitely know where it is. And if we're lucky, the last time I saw her, she said that she'd go somewhere safe. Somewhere that my father would never search. Other than that, she wouldn't tell me anything. But the way she said it, someplace he would never search. It was cryptic, yet she called attention to it. Maybe. What I can't figure out is... Besides, I can't imagine a single place my father would avoid looking. Any ideas? Wait, that almost makes sense. I used to help my mother tend a garden in the courtyard here. All of the ingredients for our potions came from there. She used to say that my father couldn't stand the place. Too peaceful. Oh, absolutely. But my mother's not a coward. That is, I don't think we'll actually trip over her there. Trust me. I lived here a very... There's an unused inlet on the northern side of the island. An old escape tunnel from the castle exits there. I think that's our way in. Come on, it's just around the side. Just around this bend. Castle looks so big from down here. I mean, it is big, but, well, even bigger. Yes? What did you need? Yes? Who's there? Done and done. The old water cistern. On some days, this would smell just... Be glad you weren't here then. Yes? What did you need? Who's there? You're not getting the best of me. That'll teach you. Take a left up here. This is one of those weird double-barred security. Yes? What did you need? Everything's been torn down. The whole place looks, well, dead. It's like we're the first to set foot here in centuries. This used to lead into the castle's great hall. Looks like my father had it sealed up. I used to walk through here after evening meals. It was beautiful once. This was my mother's garden. Do you know how beautiful something can be when it's tended by a master for hundreds of years? She would have hated to see it like this. Wait. Something's wrong with the moon dial here. Some of the crests are missing and the dial is askew. I didn't even know the crests could be removed. Maybe my mother's trying to tell us something. I'm telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial. I'm telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial. Very clever, Mother. Very clever. I've never been in those tunnels before, but I bet they'd run right under. I've never even seen this part of the castle before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around. Where'd you come from? I knew I heard something. That'll teach you. We're getting close. I'm sure of it. Who's there? That'll teach you. Who's there? I knew I heard something. something? That'll teach you. Who's there? Turns out my mother was sneakier than I thought. I wonder what she's hiding. I don't think we've reached the top yet. I bet there's some kind of secret passage around here. Leave it to my mother. I'm smarter than I gave her credit for. This has to be it. I knew she was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. I had no idea she set up like this. Look at all this. She must have spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing? I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something. Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us... You found her journal! Let me take a look at it. I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems, that the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the soul cairn. The soul cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the soul cairn itself. Any luck yet? Not that I ever saw. My mother had a bit of a thing for magical constructs. No. You did? Let me see them. I only know what she had a theory about the soul cairn is home to... My mother spent a lot of time... That circle in the center of the room is definitely... If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage in... A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts... Oh, damn it. We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place. Not bad. We'd better hope that's... Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started. Oh, definitely. Mother would have plenty of those materials in her laboratory. You just need to find them. Get the ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready. Just get all of the ingredients into the vessel. Get the ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready. Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood. Okay, here goes. incredible. Simply incredible. I heard stories about the Soul Care, but never thought I'd see it myself. So far, it's not what I expected.
What day is it? What year? What era, even?
Did you know I visited elsewhere once? What a strange and wondrous place.
Who's there? Where'd you come from? Done and done.
You must help me find my Arvak. He doesn't deserve to be in a place like this. Arvak, my horse. We came to this horrible place together. We were attacked by monsters, so I told him to run. Please, he's such a loyal creature, and he's been running for so long. Arvak! Arvak! Where are you? Arvak, please come back! Come back!
I'd heard stories about the Soul Care, but never thought I'd see it myself. So far, Let's keep moving.
Well, let's just say I sold something to a guy who turned out to work for a whole coven of necromancers. How in the name of Zenithar was you got? I used to be one of the best. And what exactly? The only... Bring me, say, odds. Tell me what you're looking for, and... No husks, no sale. Guess you have some scavenging to do.
Mother!
Serana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it! How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to complete the prophecy our way, not his.
Wait a moment. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you. So how has it come to pass that a vampire of mixed blood is in the company of my daughter? Safe? You call bringing her here safe? Has she explained nothing to you? Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you.
What now?
You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of... The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself. When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Auriel and his arcane weapon, Auriel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon. Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molag Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molag Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor. It was expected of her, just as it was expected of me. Being selected as an offering to Molag Bal is an honor. She wouldn't have dared turn her back. Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible. If Harkon obtained Auriel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires. And how exactly do you plan on completing the prophecy without the death of my daughter? If you believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I originally suspected. Don't you think I weighed that option before I enacted my plans? You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. You see the tyranny of the sun as your chance at deification. And like Harkon, you won't hesitate to destroy anything that stands in your path. Serana, this stranger may call himself a vampire, but he knows nothing of our struggle. Why should I entrust you to him?
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known him than you've done in centuries.
How dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Oh, Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected... I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him, before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me, but for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can. Yes, I've kept it safely secure. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins. You need to locate the tallest of the... At their bases, the barrier's energy is being destroy the keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down. One more... The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat. Be careful, and keep my daughter safe.
Let's kill those keeper things and get back to the prison.